Yo, what is up, ladies and gentlemen? It's Diablo Kash over here, and welcome back to another episode of Skype Beatbox. And this time, I'm featuring one of our own, Nagesh Reddy.
Yo, this is Nagesh Reddy. I'm also known as Pure Effects. I represent Beast Mode Crew, the Urban Expression Collective, and the Slum Gods Collective, the Dharavi Project. And I've been beatboxing since 5 years now.
Okay, so it's gonna be just like before. We're gonna chill, we're gonna jam, we're gonna relax, try out new stuff, and we're gonna do 3 rounds. I will go first so that it ends with you. Cool?
All right. Okay. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, that's sick, man.
Nagesh Reddy, first round. Are you ready?
Yeah.
In 3, 2, 1, go. Oh shit. I love the thing that you did with the hi-hat. Just do it again. Oh, so subtle, but oh man, that's cool. To kick it off, you got a question from Nirosh. He asks, how did you start beatboxing?
So it was 5 years back. I was into graphic designing. So there was this one random day I was working on artwork. I was searching for this food joint called the Fat Boys Kitchen. I accidentally typed the Fat Boys. So I bumped onto a YouTube video called The Fat Boys. Then I came to know there were 3 fat people. And one of them was the beatboxer, and 2 of them used to rap. And coincidentally, by then the beatbox scene was huge. 5 years back it was huge because there were many beatboxers by then. But I started from the person who gave beatboxing to the world. He started beatboxing. His name is Darren Buff Robinson. I guess most of you all don't know him. So he started beatboxing because he couldn't afford a drum set. So he used to listen to the radio and he used to just imitate and all that stuff. So I saw where beatboxing came from, the roots. So I started from the roots.
That's actually a good start. I started from the origin. Let's see. We've got a question from Kabir, Beatbox Kabir. He asks, aka Sonic Boom, just in case people don't know his name. He asks, what do you think of the tag team battles growing in Mumbai?
Oh, I love it, man. Tag team is like one form of collaboration. So I'm not really a battle beatboxer. So I really don't promote battles that much myself. I have battled as well, and I've won battles. I've lost battles, but what I really feel is collaboration is more important than competition, because collaboration gives you more way of expanding rather than competing. First of all, let me clear the tag team aspect. I really love it. About battling, I'd rather prefer, people forming groups, like 3 people group, and making a band and, putting up a jam and inviting a big crowd. I'd prefer that rather than a battle, because battles are again opinion based things. You'll be like, oh, this tag team should have won, that tag team should have won. And battles really don't decide anything. I've treated battle always as a fun, like it's just a fun element, you know. I've treated battle as an occasion to meet and jam with other beatboxers. Battles are just for entertainment, man. You shouldn't take any aspect of battle seriously, you know. You see, while you're battling, okay, then you can behave cocky, then you can behave whatever the situation demands, whichever way the situation demands you to behave, okay, it doesn't matter. But once the battle is done, like, you know, talking about it on social media, you know, talking about it on, you know, in
letting
groups,
the emotions get over your head.
like once your battle is done, or once you are off the stage, you're done.
Yeah.
Nothing matters after that. It's just that moment, that's all.
I got a question from Mr. Chan. He says, where do you see yourself in 5 years from now? And what is your message to the budding beatboxers?
First things first, massive shout out to him.
I need to get Mr. Chan here. Yo.
Massive shout out to him, because see, a lot of people claim that they are super original, this, that, okay, but
Mr.
if
Chan.
one beatboxer who is completely original is Mr. Chan.
Yes.
He's been doing it from like a lot of years, so like massive love and respect to him. Where I see myself in another 5. See, the plan, it's been like 3 years I've been beatboxing. I've taken up beatboxing as my profession, so I plan to do it for the rest of my life. What I would prefer is I'll go to battles, like good battles, not with the motive of winning or competing, but I want to meet my idols, okay? That's my plan, plus to do big projects and majorly to collaborate. So that's what I see myself doing in another 5 years, and that's what my life is till my last breath, mostly. Let's see how it continues.
Your last breath is gonna be gone.
My message to the budding beatboxers is just one thing: basics. I still practice
basics till you die.
Exactly. I still practice my basics. So sound effects are good. They are like just sprinkles which you add on top of the beat. But if you don't know how to hold a simple beat, even if you put 1,000 sound effects, it doesn't really matter. And practicing with a metronome is the most important thing. And especially to the beatboxers who are planning to take beatboxing as a career, it's the most important thing, because out there in studio work or any recording session, the first thing which comes into your ear is that tuk tuk tuk. Believe me, when I went first for one of my first major project ka sessions, there I messed up really bad. Like I had to give like almost 50 to 60 takes. Then I got it on time. Practicing with metronome is really important.
Kevin Sadhu, he asks, how do you improve on basics and technicalities?
It's damn simple, man. Like, you just have to keep on doing it. See, beatboxing is all about muscle memory. So it's about how much you do it. You give equal importance to everything. Nowadays, what people are doing is they start doing something, but they forget where that something came from. You know, like, you know, keep checking everything. Sometimes my lip roll gets messed up, so I keep a check on that also. Sometimes my snare doesn't sound good, I keep a check on that also. Structure, like the most important thing is structure. Like, I see people doing rolls, thousands of rolls all the time in every other bar. Rolls, you can put rolls, you know, but it should be according to the feel, you know. You should think in musical terms. You are a musician, you are not a mimicry artist. That's a big difference between that.
For younger beatboxers, when you start out, if you're not able to follow the structure or the technicality of another beatboxer when you're trying to learn, just come up with your own, because there's nobody who can influence you better than yourself. Okay, you've got a question from Silence, Shubham Sharma. He asks, bro, do you remember the old days and the moods?
It's not moods.
Explain the old day.
So crazy. It was a battle held by BBX India at Mood Indigo. They still have to give my winning prize, which was 4K. They still have to pay me. It was like 2 years back. 3, 2, 1, beatbox.
I'll run out of breath.
Shit, man. That thing is too good, man.
Thank you. Okay, in 3, 2, 1, beatbox. Oh, you can really feel the metronome in your head going like.
Yeah.
Oh shit, man, that's fucking sick. I shouldn't swear, damn it, freaking sick. Moving on to the second set of questions, you've got a question from Rachel. If you guys did not know, the movie Jagga Jasoos, it's a Bollywood movie, features Nagesh Reddy's beatbox in it, and it's freaking sick. So the next question is about that. You've got a question from Rachel. She asks, how was your experience working in the film industry? So did they play the beat they expected you to do beforehand, or did they just play the song and like give you the freedom to do whatever you wanted? Also, when you're recording, did they ask you to do one sound at a time, or just explain how you did it? P.S. I watched the movie only because there was beatboxing. I strained my eyes. I strained my eyes by looking for the credits to see your name. So yeah.
So the thing is, for this Jagga Jasoos project, I've worked in Bollywood industry since like long time.
Mm-hmm.
I've done TV shows, I've done jingles as well. So I've done advertisement and all that stuff. So this project particularly, so I had to work with this music composer. He's a renowned music composer of Bollywood. His name is Pritam. So when I went there, they showed me the sequence, like they showed me the video. So according to that, they told me to come up with something. According to the scenario. So they had a sample already recorded. So what I had to do is, I had to come up with an idea like which will go according to the scenario. Yeah. So basically, I had to think in terms of background score according to the scene, and I had to, think in terms of musicality as well. So in that case, what they really wanted is something very minimal. It didn't have to be too much sounds at the same time, because they had also got an a cappella guy along with me to do that stuff. So what happened was, I went there and they told me like, this is the scene, this is the thing you have to do, and I gave them like a couple of ideas. So like they loved like the idea which I did. So what happened was, I got into the studio, I recorded layer by layer. So I recorded the beat first, like. So it wasn't one sound at a time, but it was one layer at a time. Yeah. So first I recorded the beat. Then after that I put the bass line like that. So that's how I put layer by layer, and it became like the whole track. And I finished it in like 4 hours.
Okay, you got a question from a very studious guy. I've got a question from Sangam. He asks, how can we stop ourselves from doing beatbox when we have to study for the exams?
See, I'll tell you honestly, when I was in my 12th grade, I scored like around 45%. So I can't say anything about that because I was totally into beatbox.
You're on your own, boy. Moitraya asks, how many routines do you have and at what situations do you use them?
Honestly, I have no routines. I completely freestyle. Always. It's been impromptu improvisation, always. But sometimes, like, there are few patches here and there, but I don't have a fixed routine as such. But those patches sometimes also come up impromptu.
So, you've got a very nice question from Drifter. He asks, which soap do you use to beatbox so clean?
Nothing, man.
Mysore Sandal. Thank you for watching.
That's all.
Okay, so keep practicing your basics and you will no longer need any soap. Okay, you've got a question from Bharat. He asks a very good question. Will we ever have a full notational system for beatboxing?
I think there is already there. It is still there. So there's a person called Gavin Tide. He used to work for, I guess he still does work for humanbeatbox.com. There are a lot of people like Gavin Tide, then Fat Tony. They invented the beatbox notations, you know. If you want, you can check out like Gavin Tide stuff. He has invented a lot of beatbox notations.
Okay, time for the third round. You ready?
This is the last round, right?
Yes, this is the final round. This is not a routine, but this is like just a small section. An experiment with my bass because I need to come up with something new. Okay, so let's see. Third round, you can comment on.
3, 2, 1, go.
Then we go low.
Crazy, man, crazy.
Thing is, this is like tight, right? So it's not inward, it's actually outward, but it's not, like extremely outward, not extremely inward. So you can only do sounds like, or when you're doing with this thing, doing with the, it's very hard. That's why it's a little hard. That's why I want the experiment. 3, 2, 1. Oh, final set of questions. Let's go. You've got a question from Aniket. It's a request. He asks, can you drop a Psytrance beat? Huge fan of the Psytrance myself.
Yeah.
Full power.
I guess last round I did it, but I do it again. Okay. So this is like this kind of a patch, Psytrance patch. Okay.
Oh.
I messed it up in between.
Okay, we've got a question from Pakshal. I hope I'm pronouncing the name right. He asks, how should we use technical combinations and patterns? Should we make it simple or just go hard?
It should be simple for yourself. So to make it sound complicated, you don't make it complicated for yourself. Okay, it should be simple for yourself. The most important thing, see, it really doesn't matter whether you're putting technical rules or anything. What really matters is it sounding good to, like, let's leave it others. First, you come. Is it sounding good to you? First, ask a question to yourself. Are you feeling it? Because once you feel, then you can make it feel other people, you know. But if you yourself are not feeling what you're doing, so how other people will feel it? So what really matters is technical beatboxing. Even I can go wild, you know, like I can go like this, you know. If you are continuing a simple beat, then you put a section of technicality. So if you want to see an example of what I really want to convey, you watch Gene's Jigsaw video. It's perfect example of what I really want to convey.
So we've got a question from, I love reading this guy's name. We've got a question from Gurjit Singh. Yeah, he asks, give some tips on stage for performance for those people who are performing for the first time, and how do you make the audience happy and, you know, entertained?
The most important thing is, first, you are happy by yourself. The moment you think too much and go, like, you know, so you have to be very, like, impromptu, like you have to be present. That's all. Okay, what if I say this or what if I say that on stage? How will people react? If you be like that, then, you know, you won't even make people entertain. You'll be dead serious. What you have to do is you have to be like for example, like you're having a conversation with your friend. So for example, just consider everyone as that only, in that situation only.
And you should know how your beats sound for the audience. Like you should know
exactly. If you're just like beatboxing intensely and if you're completely expressing yourself, that's all. You don't need anything else. You don't need any crowd, you know, to cheer you up or something.
You've got a question from Dewdrop. First of all, he asks, do you know Dewdrop? Pratik from
Big Jen. Yeah.
He asks, everyone has different meanings of Esh. What is yours?
Actually, my name has Esh in it.
Nagesh.
Esh for me, I don't know. I guess I may be wrong. I guess Esh came up after if I did that snare in couple of battles, you know.
Really,
so for me, I guess it's a snare. Yeah.
Okay, you've got a question from Tanmay. He asks, aka Transi, he asks, why should we use metronome for our practice? Explain it to all the people.
I really don't think too much in terms of technique. What I really feel is music is just feel, and you just have to express it. But to express it and to maintain that feel, you need discipline. So first, see, the technique itself is not important, but you have to learn the technique so you can express yourself effortlessly. So practicing with metronome, music is not something which you can define. See, you're a musician, you're not a random sound imitator that you'll just remove random 1,000 sounds. See, I'd rather prefer a beatboxer who is doing very clean and on time rather than, you know, I'd rather prefer that. See, if it's not in time, first of all, you can't call it a beat because it's not in pulse. If you're planning to take beatboxing as your career, that's the most crucial part, that you should be able to keep time. They have to, you know, do a lot of post-production work with your beatbox. So they have to record you on metronome. There's no other way. You have to be on time.
Okay, we've got a question from Peace Rex. He says, do you ever feel like your beats tend to get similar?
Oh, Peace Rex, sometimes yes. Honestly, I don't really think in terms of what people are thinking about beatbox. I don't want to, you know, like prove anything. I just beatbox for my love of beatboxing. So I may sound similar, I may not sound similar. So for example, there is a beat which gets stuck with me for days on end because I love it, so I keep on doing it again and again. So sometimes it sounds similar, but similar or not similar, that's other people's opinion. I really don't.
We've got a question from Tushar. He asks, what changes have you seen in yourself and the community in the past years? Ish.
I haven't been involving myself into community as such. For me, what I have seen is I don't ever think, you know, I'm like practicing this many hours a day or that many hours a day. What I really feel is my love for beatboxing has grown from very like this to this. So, and it keeps on growing. I may sound very harsh or may sound very, you know, stupid. I really don't think about beatboxing in community terms. I just beatbox for my love of beatboxing. I love it so much that I just keep on beatboxing. I don't care whether I get shows or not. I don't care whether I get paid for it or not. I don't think whether people have a community of it or not. If you really want to do anything for your community, if you believe that you belong to a community as such, you work on your individual skills rather than, typing too much about community on Facebook. From the last battle, I remember I would really love to give shout outs to 3 people. One is Sebastian Gracious, aka Crash. Second is Anup Gaikwad. Then third is Mihir. Man, these 3 people are currently like my favorites, man.
We've got a question from Neil, aka I. He asks, will he tag team with me? Not me, I mean him.
Bro,
You can tag team with me if you want.
Any day, any time, man. That's not even a question to ask, actually.
Yeah, you don't need to ask. Just come up to him and just drop a case net.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's all.
That is the end of all the questions, and that is the end of this episode of Skype Beatbox. Thank you very much, Nagesh, for showing up. It was awesome. Do you have anything to say to the community?
Okay, first of all, massive shout out to this guy right here, Diablo Kash.
His beautiful beard.
Because he's reaching out to the people and doing such beautiful videos, and he's spreading, and he's taken an initiative to build the beatbox scene and reaching out to international beatboxers and getting us know the different side of those beatboxers. So big love to you.
Thank you.
To the community, just beatbox, no bullshit. Typing too much long articles on Facebook about that beatboxer should, this beatboxer should, okay, I haven't this, I haven't. Just beatbox, man. Don't make it into a war. Collaboration, competition. That's my big message.
There you have it. That is the end of this Skype Beatbox video. Thank you very much for watching. As usual, be sure to leave a like on this video. It really helps me out. And subscribe to my channel because I'm going to be featuring sick guys. Stay tuned for the next one. Next one is going to be pretty big. If you want to drop your questions for the next Skype Beatbox video, you can follow me on my Facebook page or my Instagram. I will leave the links down in the description below. That is where I will be announcing the next beatboxer. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you very much for watching. This is El Diablo Kash and Nagesh. Peace out.